I'm able to execute the absolute best espresso, I think, in the world. Started in Los Fresnos with my mother. We had a little cafe there called Beethoven, I think 10 years ago. It was the first specialty coffee shop in the lower RGV. After 2 years, we closed it down. It wasn't just doing so hot, and I moved to Austin to learn under some world barista champions, a lot of espresso theory and work at this cafe called Houndstooth Coffee. And through that, I gained all my experience. And I had to say all that in order to explain what Sovereign Coffee is, because I did all that to make Sovereign Coffee a place where I will be able to pay employees well. So that's one of our goals. Sovereign Coffee is also a place where we're gonna serve the top 0.1% of all coffee in the world, and a place where our baristas are overly friendly to where you feel like you're at home when you come in. We want people to feel very comfortable when they walk through the doors. An immediate hello is always happening as soon as you walk in. So those three things are definitely what Sovereign Coffee stands for and is. I just saved up money all my life. I just always knew I was gonna open a cafe again after Beethoven's. When COVID hit, that's when I knew, okay, I can't stay in Austin anymore. I have to move back down and start the dream. I felt that was the calling to say, all right, start doing it. So me, my dad, and my uncle built out the first location in Brownsville. It's really small, and you can tell that it was built out by us because it's got some little imperfections here and there, but that kind of is what makes it what it is. And that was how it started, is just bare bones, me and my first employee, Paola, like working for a long time, trying to perfect everything every single day. We also don't use anything artificial in any of our drinks. We have eliminated all of that. Everything is of the earth, whole ingredient. A lot of work goes into these drinks, and yet we're still always trying to keep it affordable for everyone to still enjoy coming in once in a while. I think those are two things that that really make us stand out compared to the crowd. Espresso is always our number one. We rotate that every week, which is something kind of unheard of. Most places don't do that. They kind of just keep one blend on, but we have a blend and a single origin on at all times. But that's for the purists. I know a lot of people also like fun drinks, so we have some really heavy hitters that we keep permanently on our seasonal menu. Once in a while, though, we'll rotate one of them out whenever it goes down in sales and we want to have something a little more fresh on. We also don't really have an ordering system. It's kind of like a bar tab system. So you order, sit down. If you want more, you just wave us down like, hey, can I also get this? Or we'll come around and check on you. And then you pay at the end. We don't want this to be transactional. We want it to be very human and genuine. Yeah. Because it's not really about the money for me. Obviously, capitalism makes me do this, but it's definitely because I'm like, the Valley needs a culinary experience that no one is bringing quite like I know I can. I chose Brownsville first because that's where I grew up for most of my life, and then I knew Los Fresnos didn't want me, so I'm like, all right, that's fine. It was great there, and then my secondary home living in the Valley was always Harlingen growing up. This spot appeared out of nowhere, and the landlord was like, you know what, like, I really want a coffee shop here, that would be great. So I just stuck with Harlingen as my second location. Hopefully McAllen's coming up, because I also liked spending a lot of time there in my teens and early 20s. But yeah, a lot of shops talk about community, and I think one thing that I have found of what that means to me is the way that I am able to make good relations with other coffee shops. Warbler and Bandera are always having my back when I need something, and I will always have their back when they need something. Have lent me things such as cups and syrups when I really needed them, or I've lent them machines and help with connecting theirs when they've needed it, no charge. And that's one half of community, and the other half is knowing your clientele, not just by their drink order, but by their names. And I try to learn everyone's name in here. I haven't worked behind the bar in a minute, but I still know a few walking by. Hi, Casey, good to see you. And everyone else behind the bar already knows everyone else's name. That's a really big part of what we do here, is true community through action, not just by words. I think that's something that I would like to say.